Up with the Clinton Public Library and Susan Mesecher in studio. Now, Susie, last time we were visiting with you folks, you were talking about going to have some architects in. How did that go?
Yes, we had about four architects and an interior designer come in and sketch out people's ideas on the 22nd. So that was all day. Pretty successful. We came up with several different options for people to look at. And then we're going to have another meeting coming up on the 15th.
Was there anything that really kind of struck you, some things that maybe stood out to you?
Well, I think we talked about, do we completely renovate and expand, or do we build an entire new building on one level? So to be able to see what those options would look like, especially the being on, all the one level, makes difference with safety and things like that, and staffing and just accessibility, which is our number one reason for doing this whole process.
Did you get a chance to visit with the architects or visit with the people who were talking to the architects? What were some of the things that were being said?
Yeah, it was really kind of an interesting day because not only things that are challenging for them day to day working in our building, but also hearing from the public. Everybody, of course, loves our Carnegie building and doesn't want to see anything happen to it. So we are still, maintaining the building and would come up with some plans if we were to have a new building. But just to hear people's thoughts about how they love the library and how much they love the Carnegie building, but they understand, accessibility has been, one of the biggest issues.
Those who are maybe looking at different locations, what were some of the locations they threw out?
I think some of them were, what places does the city own that are, maybe a vacant lot or an underused park. Things like that. So it's just trying to figure out what's actually available if that was an option. But the fact that if we wanted to build next door, we still could do that with the same, options. I think the biggest thing is square footage. We only have 19,600 and not all of that is usable space. And so if we were able to grow with this community as we continue, the census, it didn't look like we grew, but since 2012, we've been growing, and you see all the expansions going on. We're going to need a nice library for people. So to have that option of a new building with more square footage is attractive.
So where do you go from here now? What's our next step?
Yeah, so the 15th of December at 6 o'clock, we're hoping everyone that has been coming to the meetings, or anybody who's been following what's been going on, or anyone that would like to put their input in again, or haven't had the opportunity, please come on the 15th at 6 p.m. and be a part of the final planning efforts. So FEH Design is going to present all the options that are on their website, which is off of our website, right on our homepage. You can click on it and see all the options. We're going to cost out all of the options. They're going to present that to us. So please come and voice your opinion on the 15th. And then there'll be a public survey that will go out for about 30 days after that.
Very interesting. And
yeah.
Now, how much of a voice do the architects have in this? And are they saying, boy, this is something that would really probably work the best?
So the one thing they did at these meetings, we've had 3 so far, more because we've had back-to-back meetings. They've presented different options of other libraries that they've done. They've done, hundreds of libraries. And so they know what the up and coming type things are. They talk about, you want to have flexible space. So a meeting room that can convert into a programming space or a maker space, having those flexibility options to maybe have a big author come and be able to move the furniture and seat, 300 people. I think is a huge thing you're seeing in libraries.
Busy with Susan Mesecher. So what else are we going to talk about today?
We're welcoming back story time on Wednesdays at 10:30. Make sure you call ahead. We do have limited spots for story time, but we're back doing story time at the library on Wednesdays at 10:30. And then we also want to mention our closures for the holidays. So we are closing at 5 o'clock on Thursday, December 23rd. And then we'll be closed Friday, the 24th, Saturday, the 25th of December, and Monday, the 27th of December. And then we have New Year's Eve. So we have closing at 5 again on Thursday, December 30th, and then close Friday and Saturday for January. And then I believe the city just approved Monday to have because of how the first falls on a Saturday.
Now, is the library normally closed on Sundays? Because I know you
Yes,
didn't.
we don't. Yeah, we have not been open on Sundays, but we've had that request, and if we have an increased budget and more staff, we could open Sundays.
Okay, so what are you reading right now, Susan?
Oh, Jane Goodall has a new book out, and it's called The Book of Hope, and she wrote it with a couple other authors. And it's a survival for guide for trying times. So it was written in this year. So it's a really really nice book. I love Jane Goodall. She's great.
Now, you always got your phone right there, and
Yes.
you probably read pretty much everything on the phone that way. How does that work for the library when people say, "Well, I just can get this on my phone"?
Yes, so we do have the Libby app. So if you download the Libby app, you can find the Clinton Public Library, and you can actually put in your library card number, and you can check out a lot of books. So we have 2 different options for ebooks and e-audio and magazines. And so you can take the library with you in your 24/7.
Incredible. Any other things you want to pass along before we do let you go?
I just want to mention also our website, clintonpubliclibrary.us, always has a featured item, and right now it's Brain Fuse. Help Now, we have live tutoring. It has access to live tutoring, expert writing guidance, academic and standardized test prep, career enhancing skills. And so it's just a thing that the state library is paying for. We don't have to pay for it. So please, it's on our website right now, right on the front and center. It's on demand anywhere. They do have limited hours for the live tutoring, but all of the other accessible things for the help, like job help and vet help, you can do that anytime, 24/7.
All right, very good. Again, what are your hours at this time?
Oh my gosh.
not the closures.
Library.
We'll go over that next
Yes.
week. You're going to be back in next Tuesday.
Yes, 9 to 8, Monday through Thursday. So 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Fridays 10 to 5, and Saturdays 10 to 2. And Lions hours also are 10 to 5, except Wednesday they're open 12 to 7. So, but they're open Tuesday through Saturday, and we're open Monday through Saturday.
All right, very good. So we'll catch up with the library again next week. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Check of the weather now, brought to you by CGH Fulton Medical Center.
The wind finally going